Yeah, we're getting sweet audio. Yeah. You know, it's like, before you know it, it ends up looking like a fucking Hollywood studio kind of ghetto version. And then what I'm just
Not even ghetto, though, because, like... Oh, sorry to interrupt, but I was just gonna say, like, on Doug Benson's new movie, like, literally, it's like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, there's, like, 2 camera guys, and it shows from behind the other camera guy, and I'm like, oh my god, he's just fucking holding that, like, with the light and everything. It's like, really?
That's hella funny.
Okay, so...
I wish I could play some music, too. Well, I can do it from my phone.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
XO. Fall Out Boy has a song called that. Okay. It wasn't that good. I think I muffled it.
How to remove your mustache. That's YouTube right there.
This actually smells really good. This kind of smells like wine. It smells like red wine.
It smells like, pancake-rious. Let's see.
Okay. I'm like, why? It literally just smells like
So we're kind of here, we're here to tell a story, right?
Any story.
Okay, any story. But this is the thing, I wanted to tell the story. Like, I have hella clips
Tell me.
of us at the beginning of our life stages. And I want to kind of connect them together by us telling the story, like, from band to band, in order, like, as kind of crisp and accurate as we can. Let's do that.
Okay.
We want to tell the story, not just a story. That's right. Right? We want to tell the story, bro.
Alright, let's,
Alright, but hold on. Let me even increase thine gain. Because I want this shit to get us. Like,
oh, yeah, for sure. Because that would just be stupid. Yeah.
Yeah, girl.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's gonna get us tight. Yeah. Alright, what's the official beginning? What's the official beginning to our story? Like, if we're just talking about music.
When we each started... Well, see, that's really hard, too, is because...
The genesis, the true genesis.
Okay, the true genesis. We were always surrounded by music in many different forms, and our...
like our uncle and our mom jamming with our dad.
Just basically we were surrounded by musicians, all different types
Dad taught mom bass. Dad taught mom music, but she learned on her own. But Dad was the one who wanted her to play bass.
Mm-hmm.
Which kind of is like so horrible because I have that same trait.
This isn't that bad. Yeah, so I just remember being super young to where me and you would sometimes even sleep in mom's bed because we were so young, and we'd fall asleep to, like, honestly, I remember, like, Elton John and then Alanis Morissette and shit. So it's just constantly being surrounded by music.
That.
Okay, well, I do. And I just remember being in, I want to say, no, like, 2nd grade. Mom showed me the paper later, again, like, in the recent times. In 2nd grade, I wrote this thing. It was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I literally put, I want to be a drum player, and worded it that way because I was a 2nd grader. So for Christmas, they got me one of those, like, you know, first act kits that was purple, which is awesome because purple is always been my favorite color. And Dad set it up to where I went to the Christmas tree in the morning, and then it was set up there.
Oh, that's fun.
And I remember waking up before everybody else and seeing it, like, obviously he did it the night before, and then being like, holy shit, I want to play this already, because, like, the little cute tiny sticks were on the fake snare and everything, and then just me being one to, like, should I wake everyone up with this right now?
How old were you? You were like 7?
I was hella young.
Well, if we were in that house, like I'm thinking we were, in the Kathy
Way house,
then you were probably 7. Because you think you started there at 7. I started there at 8.
I think it was younger than that.
It was either 1 year younger or not. But I'm gonna... Yeah.
Because...
I want to get some real crisp honey.
I'm pretty positive... like 3rd grade, like for sure we were in that house. Like I know that for sure. 2nd grade, it gets really blurry. I just remember for sure I had that drum set at that Kathy Way house. Yeah. And then me and you would try to remember we would like pantomime songs, even though because we didn't really know how to play yet because we were so young.
I remember it was Mom's birthday, 1997.
Probably, yes.
And we got Jordan and
Amanda
like to play keyboard
another
and
brother and sister
and a really
that we hung out with.
janky toy guitar. Jordan was on the janky toy guitar. She was on the keyboard.
It was an organ that didn't work. It was
literally an organ.
Literally an organ.
Oh, that's right. I remember that organ. That was so tight. It had that vintage sound.
Oh yeah, really.
And then I had some guitar that didn't have strings on it.
Yeah.
And I was kind of in the Gene Simmons, kind of like the Paul Stanley position. I was in the front.
Yes.
And I had the guitar, and there was mics set up too. And then you were on the drums. And I remember that we were playing this. We just turned the stereo on, and
hella loud.
I think it was Kiss. I think it was Destroyer. I'm thinking it was that album, or it was.
Oh, I don't remember. I remember
the songs. I knew the song tracks.
All the songs. Yeah, exactly.
I knew Shout It. Well, I could be wrong now, but I felt like Shout It was track 3, and then
That's I feel like that, but
But we played. I remember we pantomimed "Shout It Out Loud"
and
"Rock and Roll All Night." Yeah.
For her birthday.
Yeah, for her birthday.
Which is I feel like super advanced.
Whose idea was that? I felt like it was ours.
Well,
because if it was hers, we would think it was lame. We wouldn't have done it.
We wouldn't have done it. Because you never do what your parents say. Yeah, no, we were like, this will be great. You guys, let's rehearse. Remember? We rehearsed.
I barely even remember. We're so psycho, dude. It's so weird.
I just remember we did it at least 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, when we finally.
And we all looked at each other to be like, you should do this and we should do this.
That's so.
And then we were like, hey, Mom, your surprise is ready. And we made her and everybody else come out and watch us.
I knew 5 of the lyrics, but when I didn't know the lyrics, I would be like, "Will drive you crazy," and the rest of it was just Lil B style, no.
Okay, I just hope honestly, if I ever have kids, to have kids that would think of that shit. No one taught us that. We were just
we did so much troublesome shit earlier. I'm thinking that was just the more constructive thing to do. I think we were starting to do things that were kind of nicer, but they were still spontaneous and they were still on our own. Very independent decisions.
Well, do you remember?
That stereo was blasting, though, so it really felt like we were a fucking band because we were playing and it didn't matter how loud we were fucking playing. It was
and what's really funny is that, yeah, exactly. I remember then knowing the beat that he did because it's hella easy, especially in I didn't know how to do fills or anything because it's a fucking grade school drum set. But I remember knowing that beat because that's a, preschool beat. So I'm like, this really looks like I'm doing it, and I was stoked about that.
I remember we wanted to play again, we played the whole song. That must have been awkward, kid pageant kind of experience for them, but I never thought of it that way. I thought we were fucking rock.
Me too.
I'm like, this is the shit. I
just remember thinking, we are so cool. I just thought, and what's weird is that, I dressed up.
Yeah.
I changed my clothes. But into something girly that didn't make sense.
I think we were just ready. I just think we had watched and listened so much that we knew what we wanted to do at that point. And I think it was so cool just because I think what really pushed us to do it so quickly was because no one was asking us to do it. They were just doing it. You know how they say do what I say, not what I do. But we ended up doing what they did, of course.
And not what they said.
Not necessarily, but they didn't really say that much.
No, they didn't. They were kind of hey, you're
They were kind of those hippie kind of parents a little bit. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
No. Free your mind and do what you want.
Yeah, basically. So
we had to make ourselves do homework and shit, to survive.
Yeah, for sure.
Because they didn't. I love my parents, but they really did not care what was going to happen. No, they didn't.
No.
They were, no.
Mom did care. Mom was the most care, but at the same time,
No.
She was all in her own shit. She cared a lot.
You just couldn't
She had a lot of vigor back then.
You could have D's the whole time and nothing would happen, but if you have a fucking 1 F, it'd be the end of it. And then if you get all A's, she doesn't say anything. So it's kind of just no, I don't know. I never got appreciated for that.
My best grades were in elementary school and middle school. Convenient that I would stop caring in high school. What?
That's exactly what happened to me. Because 8th grade, I found out that it didn't fucking matter how good you did. You were going to go to high school no matter what after 8th grade. It's the parents' choice if they hold you back. And so I was like, fuck this place. And that's right when, you know, the hair went black and shit like that,
Yeah.
you know, and the eyeliner was heavy, which is where I'm at now. But, and then in high school, I was like, I still had that mindset. I didn't change to like, hey, this is high school and you cannot graduate. And then so I had to redo so many classes my sophomore and junior year just
I had
because
summer school too, a lot.
Yeah. But it's just because I fucking hated high school. Like, college is a totally different experience. Anyway, so let's go. Let's get back on track. No, you can down. Bogart the ashtray.
I'm just gonna
Check that shit and be like, yes, we're on. We're so on.
Yeah,
Getting James with drunk.
okay, dude.
Stupid.
So check this out. Let's go according to the media that I have. I have shit dating all the way back to maybe Serial Kid.
Okay, so let's go in, like, order. You want to do
Okay,
that?
yeah.
Okay, so I think that's the beginning of us.
Wait, Jamtown.
Oh, wait,
Well, no, that's the beginning.
That's super
What we
skipping.
just talked about.
We're not skipping that hard.
Okay.
Let's go through it at least.
Okay, okay, go ahead.
Okay, so you started really playing music before me because you got your guitar.
Dad was living in Martinez. No, you're skipping shit already. Dad was living
I
in...
had
Dad was living in Martinez.
No, I thought we were going through the music history of it, not our actual...
Hold on.
I mean,
and then I can't remember if I got the BC Rich and then he started, but we were playing acoustic guitar, so obviously it was before the BC Rich. So Dad decided to start teaching us guitar. The first day he taught us TNT by AC/DC,
Yes,
like single note version. It's like 3/5 open. Oh my god,
Yeah.
so corny. But anyways, I remember after the first day you quit. You're like, fuck that.
Yeah, my hands were too small, and I knew that. I knew it already because I'm like, I'm too young, but no offense to you because it is good for guitar, but you have giant, long fingered hands, which you've always had. Like, I remember you being even like 13 and being like, your hands are fucking long, like skeleton. And I have these midget small hands, like smaller than like a 5-year-old, so
Yeah, I feel that.
I could hold a stick. You know what I mean? I can't fucking, no.
So yeah, you quit, and then Dad started teaching guitar, and all of a sudden, like, I remember that Mom was like, hey, there's something for you after she picked me up from school, me and you, and in the back of this compact that she had for a second, this bucket that she had for a couple years, where Kathy Way, she opens up the trunk, and it's a guitar, and I'm like, just really happy about that. And it was like, what? And it was, I think it was from Pete. I think it was. And then I had the guitar, and I was
Or
just...
Uncle Pete.
Yeah, Uncle Pete, and we were just Pete Ponikoff was living with us when we were like 8 and 7 at the Kathy Way house in Antioch, California. Pete Ponikoff was in a band for Relapse Records. The band was called Benum, and they were a part of the grindcore movement in the late 90s and early thousands. They were on the label for like 10 years, and they rocked. And I didn't like them until way later, but they were
Me too.
They were good, and I think their consistency, I took it as redundance, but you really appreciate it because you are like, I need blast beats
To live.
but I don't need the same exact song. Give me a different song, and then they just give you 32 songs, and
That are like, not even a minute.
yeah, and they all have hella long like titles to their fucking songs.
Yeah, it's like a paragraph per
and that's
title.
the fucking shit.
It is really.
But anyway, so I got the guitar and I was fucking with it, just literally playing open strings, and since it was detuned, it was just making a kind of cool chord, and I was just like doing it for hecka long and just imagining shit. Just doing it in a certain rhythm, just plucking it like a retard, and it was cool. And then after that, just started getting taught by Dad.